You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
As the final battle involving Merno, Goku, and Vegeta now reaches its conclusion, the former Angel of the 13th Universe is now backed into a corner as seen on the previous manga chapter video, with Goku now not only being able to master Ultra Instinct, but also replicate in using Merno's own portals against him, on top of Vegeta's tremendous increase in power following his training with the Grand Priest. Do our heroes possess the necessary powers to take Merno down, or does Merno have a few tricks up his sleeve that warrants him having to survive this battle and having to further his agenda in destroying the Omni King? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys love Dragon Ball and anime, as well as checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where on that playlist you guys will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to head on down below, check out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist for all the best and latest videos on Dragon Ball fan mangas. As we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Kai Universe 13 manga chapter special, with Merno and Vegeta having to be shown literally going all out in the distance, and with both Merno and Vegeta having to go toe-to-toe against each other, Merno went along to tell Vegeta, "That's right, Vegeta, fight me with all of your might, that's the way." And as they both end up knocking each other back, with Merno having to be shown hitting the ground pretty hard, Merno then went along to comment, "How incredible! I would have never have expected for this to be the outcome." And he's smiling while he's laying down, as he only then continues, "I can't recall the last time I had this much fun in a fight before. Warriors of the 7th, what fascinating creatures they are. Their ambition and overall determination is most admirable. They possess unbelievable power and great potential. I love it. This is the greatest entertainment I've ever witnessed. Yet it also allows me to gauge their full power as well." So Merno just looks like he's having a great time. He doesn't seem to be rattled, he doesn't seem to be bothered, but he more or less seems to be surprised at the idea that these two mortals, Goku and Vegeta, could hang on and do so much as to compete against him, as he only then continues, "If we could only do this forever. What a shame they have to die. Otherwise, I'd fight them until the end of time itself." And with the Grand Priest, Whis, Superboo, and Frieza having to look on above him, Merno then continues, "But I guess this is the end. Isn't that right, father?" And with the Grand Priest looking down very menacingly, mind you, he then went along to tell Merno, "It's over, Merno. You've failed. It's time you pay for your actions." And as all four of them touched down, with the Grand Priest having to stand directly in front of Merno, he went along to tell him, "You are without victory." And as Merno tries to sit back up, he went along to tell his father, "Of course you would. I must admit, I wasn't expecting for you to shatter my barrier so easily, Grand Priest. Nor was I expecting you to arrive here so quickly with my brother." And with both Goku and Vegeta shown powering back down to base form, the Grand Priest only then continues to tell Merno, "You have thrown everything off balance since your arrival here. Your actions cannot be overlooked or forgiven for violating the rules placed on you. Your actions have caused so much chaos in the 7th and thus cannot be accepted. Merno, it's time." So the Grand Priest acknowledges these rules and the fact that Merno came here when he wasn't supposed to, and he violated almost every single rule that warranted for this response. As the Grand Priest then continues, "If, however, you are able to show your remorse for the things you have done, then there will be leniency that will be extended onto you, Merno. And with Merno sitting up even more, he then went along to tell the priest, "You want me to feel ashamed for doing what I thought was the right thing to do? Is this the almighty Grand Priest talking to me, or is this a joke? You've never shown leniency, especially to me when I needed it the most from you. So why now? You want me to bow to your will and feel regret for what you and the Omni King have done to me? Don't make me laugh, because the Grand Priest is telling Merno, listen, if you can somehow express empathy and show remorse for what you have done, there could be leniency placed on you, but Merno doesn't seem to be buying it, as the Grand Priest then continues, I will not judge you right from wrong, good or evil for what you've done. The ultimate call is not left up to me, but up to the Omni King. I will forgive you for your mistakes if you are first willing to accept them and accept your fate. Such a thing is all in the Omni King's hands to decide, but you can change that. And with Merno then slowly beginning to get on his knees, he then went along to continue, of course he would. How typical, taking orders from a childlike creature. What a shame it is. I will never understand why we are bound to such things. You will choose to forgive me, but leave it up to the Omni King to decide my fate? I'd rather not. What a complete joke. Say, tell me, Whis, do you care about Vegeta and the others? I assume you do based on your actions, so tell me this. How would you react if the Grand Priest were to be destroyed by his own son and your own brother? Would you care? Would it matter more than the lives of the others? Surely you'd feel bad, wouldn't you? Would it bother you if that happened? How about if both he and the rest were to be destroyed then, similar to King Vegeta's actions from my former universe? As Whis went along to ask, and why do you want to know? In basically foreshadowing the original concept of what Merno had told Vegeta from the beginning, in the idea that in his universe, back when Universe 13 was around, his version of Vegeta ended up murdering his parents just to further establish dominance, and for him to do that, Merno is basically telling Whis, hey, how would you feel if I destroyed our father right here, right now? Basically taking the mantle and solidifying himself as being the source of authority, but Whis is not biting the bait because he's asking, why do you want to know? As Whis then responds, it doesn't matter what is done. Everything is done by the will of the Omni King, no matter what the situation or cause is. Your fate will be up to him to decide, brother. And with Vegeta standing back, he then went along to comment, something's wrong here. As Merno then follows up by telling Whis, you're such an adult, Whis. Always being good, but you've always been annoying to deal with. It's a shame that it has to come down to this. As the Grand Priest once again chimes in and telling Merno, for everything you have done, you will pay for your crimes. You aren't even supposed to exist. This will be dealt with. And now you left us with no other option. You can't fight us all either, so it's pointless to even try. This is where your journey comes to an end. As only then Merno begins to glow in a very eerily kind of way as he went along to then tell everyone, but who said I was finished? As tempting as all of this was, I have other plans to attend to. Can you feel it? I can tell you this much. If you were to go before that little brat Zeno, then I don't like your odds very much. Did you really think this was over? As fun as this was, I have things that I must finish first, so this game of ours isn't quite over yet. As he only then begins to glow even more, Whis then picks up on exactly what Merno's about to do as he went along to comment, no, everyone, quickly surround me at once. We only have seconds to spare. Get behind me immediately. Merno is going to self-destruct, in literally not taking any chances, because if Merno's going to go down, he's going to go down on his terms the way he wants it to be done. As only then with everyone having to get behind Whis, we observe how Merno ends up blowing himself up, and in a very poetic kind of way, as we get to see this blast just consume literally the entire galaxy, Merno went along to comment, at last we will not go quietly into the night. As we then witness a massive explosion take place within the universe itself, luckily for Vegeta, Gohan, Frieza, Buu, and even the Grand Priest, everyone quickly got behind Whis as Whis created a barrier to shield himself from the actual explosion, and as we get to see dust and space debris and all kinds of things in the background, Whis went along to comment, How could he? He chose to take his own life rather than face being erased by Zeno. So this was Merno's ultimate sacrifice. Merno would rather take his own life than have anything to do with dealing with Zeno, because with Merno having to eerily enough put out this message in telling everyone, look, this game of ours isn't quite over, but in terms of what's going on right here, right now, I'd much rather die on my own terms than have you take me back to that little brat. So as we go back to Super Buu, Vegeta, Frieza, the Grand Priest, and Whis, as Super Buu went along to respond, he was a formidable opponent to us and all, but I can't shake this feeling about him. Was Merno really bad? Something felt different. It's as Dende had pointed out when Merno came to the lookout. None of us were able to pick up on anything wicked or evil about him, which is why this is very weird to me. To our knowledge, he didn't really kill anyone, but easily could have, so why hesitate if he knew he could win? His spirit didn't give off any signs of sinister intent, which is very unsettling to me. As Frieza, who's listening in the background, went along to make a snarky remark and commenting, "Foolish, naive pests," as the Grand Priest responds, I wasn't able to read his emotions either, which is why this was alarming. All angels must always remain neutral no matter what the situation may be, unless it's ordered by Lord Zeno. I don't sense his life force at all, but it was the path he chose. It was his choice to make the ultimate sacrifice in the end. His actions went about leading him to death. He wanted something he could never have. His lust for vengeance blinded him. With Goku also chiming in and commenting, "It's still strange though. I remember how his clone mentioned something about freedom, but I wasn't able to ever read him completely. He always had some weird message behind what he tried to say. What does that even mean? To have freedom? Strange." As Vegeta looks up, he then went along to comment, "It almost kind of makes you wonder about what his real goal and true motive really was. It's a very unsettling feeling to know that he was hiding more than he let on about. But what was it?" As everyone is trying to really figure out the meaning behind Merno's message in the fact that they knew that he wasn't evil, but there was something very off about him, as only then, to everyone's surprise, we observe how on Merno's hand there is yet another completed crest that immediately ends up showing up as he went along to comment, "Knock knock. I guess I'm up next." Everything went exactly as I had planned it to be. I don't want to keep doing this forever and relying on my reserves, so let's just do this. Now then, it's been a while. As Merno stares directly into both of the Omni Kings within his palace, he then went along to comment, "Those bodyguards look a bit too comfortable watching over you. I guess I'll start with them first. Did you miss me? Because I've missed you. Now then, great Omni Kings, let's have some fun together," as the manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, this was, as of right now, for the time being, the final chapter for the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Kai Universe 13 manga chapter special, as the artist and creator is planning on working on more chapters for us in terms of following the events of Merno now having to finally arrive at the Omni King's palace, and assumingly enough, we are going to have a follow-up as to what is going to go down involving the Omni King's guard and Merno, because keep in mind, this is another clone Merno. Merno had cloned himself so much that as of right now, we don't know how many other clones there are, but what is known is now he finally got to where he wanted to be from the beginning, but the question now is where do we go from here now that he finally is face to face with the Omni King? So in just about 2 days, we are going to be putting out a very special video involving the entirety of this manga, as well as the upcoming Broly vs. Merno spin-off manga, which we are currently working on the channel right now. So if of course you guys are stoked, ready, and excited to see Broly vs. Merno, as well as many other surprises, then we are going to have a big like goal for this video. The like goal is going to be 10,000 likes on this video. Once we end up getting 10,000 likes, then the first chapter of Broly vs. Merno will be put out there for you guys to see, but I am taking in your suggestions, so whatever it is you guys want to see involving Merno, it could be Merno vs. Jiren, Merno vs. Broly, Merno versus whoever, let me know your thoughts as to what you guys want to see, and we will try to make that happen for you guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching. If of course you guys love Dragon Ball and are new to this channel, then I do encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button, turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, and give this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below to reach the like goal, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you guys really enjoyed this fan manga as well as so many other people did, including myself, because I love the overall idea of this angel having to go down, or at least perceive himself as going down, but meanwhile still being alive in hunting down the strongest of the strong, that being the Omni King. But the question is, where do we go from here involving the character? So thank you all so much for your time. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate! Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!